Jacob is on stage. Should I bring him
After these messages, Colton will be right back.
Oh, blast from the past.
Hello, Jacob. Have you got a camera out there? It's always nice to have a camera. Okay.
I wish I did. For some reason, my camera has decided that it doesn't want to live.
Oh no!
Blame Colton because
Camera is unalived.
Colton's constantly fighting with his camera, so.
Because I can see it if I do an LS USB, I can see that it's connected, but it doesn't get detected by any camera app on my system. So I don't know what's up with that, and I haven't had time to troubleshoot properly.
Well, welcome. I don't think you've been on stage with us before. I don't recognize your voice.
I have not.
Nope.
This is a true observation.
So welcome. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jacob. I live in Sweden. I started learning biblical Hebrew towards around autumn 2023.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
We are in 2 Samuel chapter 11 for our Hebrew reading. Adonai Reigns is in the chat again, so we're saying hello. There are a couple other people out there. If anybody wants to say howdy, we will respond in kind. So we're going to read. Oh, look at that! That's so cute. That's so cute. We're going to read 2 Samuel chapter 11. It's our final chapter in the story of David before we move on to Pirkei Avot for one chapter. And we will talk about new directions in the next session. But basically, we're going to start with the beginning of the new year on the Jewish calendar. The Parashat Shavua, the weekly Torah portion. Of course, we start with Genesis, with Bereshit. We go to Noach, and so on and so on. And we will choose an Aliyah, one of the smaller sections of the parasha, to do each week. So on October 13th, we'll start that because that is Simchat Torah, when we restart the Torah portions every year. But we'll go into all of the details in the next session. So here we go. We're reading the story of David. These are our lovely patron. I didn't put on here Archival Blob, who signed up today for paid membership. Forgot to put that on there. I apologize. I worked the first shift. Are you Archival Blob?
Yeah, that's my alias or online name.
Oh, that's Archival Blob. Hello.
Excellent.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I forgot to add because I actually worked a shift today, my first shift at work in a month. My arm is feeling much better. I'm so happy. This is the plan of what we're doing. Chadashot, by the way, is you recognize the word Chadash. It means new. Chadashot are new things, but it's feminine, meaning news. New things are news in modern Hebrew, news. So news from the Hebrew Cafe and our new time table, basically. So first hour, we're going to finish today and next week, hopefully, the David and Bathsheba story, which is chapter 11 of 2 Samuel. Then we're going to go over the first chapter of Pirkei Avot, as we said. And on October 13th, we're going to start Parashat Shavua. For those who are not aware, the Torah is divided up. The Torah, that is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, the Pentateuch, is divided up into weekly portions in order to complete the entirety of the Torah over the cycle of a year. Some people divide it into 2 years, maybe 3 years, or 3-year cycles that can be brought out of it. We are going to look at the whole 1-year cycle and take 1/7 part of the parasha. The parasha itself is divided into 7 parts, so 7 aliyot is what it's called, aliyah. Aliyah means going up, because people go up on the stage, the bima, to read the Torah. So an aliyah is going up to read one section. But there are 7 sections in each week, and we're going to choose one of them. So we're going to start with Genesis chapter 3. I think it's the 4th aliyah from the book of Genesis. But I've already got it together, and we'll start there. October 13th. I think it's going to be a great new adventure for us, focusing on the text of the Torah. In the second hour, we finished Weingreen's grammar, the grammar of classical Hebrew. We've finished now Shell's grammar, a grammar for biblical Hebrew. Having gone through 2 basic grammars, it's time that we move on from basic grammar. At one point in this, on the Hebrew Cafe, we also did Kutz and Josberger's grammar. I think we've done enough of basic grammars. Let's go on to the intermediate level. So the intermediate level for us is going to be classical Hebrew composition. We're going to be writing, translating from English into Hebrew, and we'll show exactly what that's going to entail in the next hour, because at 6 o'clock we're going to actually talk about all that. And then the third hour, we're going to continue with, for Patreon members who are contributing, our study of modern Hebrew. Right now, Colton, is he here? Has he come back?
He is here now. I let him in.
He is.
I'm paying attention. I also let in
sorry.
Donovan. Donovan is here.
Yes. And so I was going to say Donovan and Colton are doing modern Hebrew with me right in that course. And we're taking our time. We're moving along. If anybody wants to join in, you don't have to produce. You can listen if you're paid through Patreon. This is the bare bones. What's that?
Who's our 5th person that's here?
Jacob is the, I guess I should put up names, right? That is Archival Blob. You've seen him around.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Indeed. Let's throw names up there, at least for now.
Yay.
So this is the bare bones of David's story, and we have gone through it. That's a lot of reading about David. We are in 2 Samuel chapter 11 today to wrap up our coverage of David's story. We're going to look at the David and Bathsheba story, but we're not going to get into the repentance side of it. Where
Jason, Marcelo has something to say.
And to no problem. Don't you worry. I know what it's like. Believe me. And that's why the Patreon to me is so important, because it helps me breathe a little bit in the midst of my financial woes. So if you need a break and you need to build yourself up, don't you worry at all. I'm not judging you. I appreciate whatever help I can get. I really do. 2 Samuel chapter 11. We're going to not get into Nathan the prophet. I think it's Nathan, right? Who comes and chastises David and gets onto him for stealing another man's goat. Bathsheba. I guess it's easy.
It's an analogy. It's an analogy.
So this is 2 Samuel chapter 11. We're going to start with verse 1, which is going to come up here in blue. I don't want to have the word Jerusalem right there, do I? So, no, I don't. All right. So I guess I'll start and we will go down the list. Is everybody comfortable with reading? I assume if you're on screen, you want to read. All right.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Vayhi litchuvat hashana le'et set hamlachim, not malachim. The aleph is not correct, right? It's kings, not messengers. לעת צאת המלאכים, וישלח דוד את יואב ואת עבדיו עמו ואת כל ישראל, וישחיתו את בני עמון, ויצורו על רבה, ודוד יושב בירושלים. All right, literally, and it was for the returning of the year. For the returning of the year. That's literally what it says. The returning of the year is when the year starts to come back. The days start to become longer. It is springtime, right?
Springtime. Never mind.
That's exactly what was in my brain. Producers.
Springtime.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to say the next word, do you? So at the time of the going forth of the kings, because during the winter the kings want to sit at their home just like everybody else and warm their toes and whatever. So this in the spring, kings get riled up and want to go out and fight. So at the time of the going forth of kings, that is when kings go forth to battle. David sent Joab, that's his commander or general or whatever you call them, and his servants with him. Okay, and all Israel. That means the army. When it says Israel, most of the time in these chapters, it means the army of Israel, not the men, women, not the women and children. And they, I want to say, they slaughtered. They killed off Bnei Ammon, the sons of Ammon, the Ammonites, and they made siege. Vayatsuru al Rabbah. Rabbah is a city. They made siege against Rabbah. And David stayed. They use Lashevet, Yoshev, as to not leave. You stay, you sit. He stayed in Jerusalem. He didn't go out with his generals. There was a problem with
generals. Sorry.
There's a problem with the font. This font is Ta'ameh Frank CLM. And for some reason, when it's got the Yerushalayim ending, right here, I could not get it for all of my trying to represent the kamatz with meteg or siluk, and then the final mem with the chirik. So I couldn't get it to represent all of that together. It's supposed to look like this, where it's got kamatz with siluk, and then the chirik under the mem. Remember that Yerushalayim is an instance of perpetual ketiv kri, meaning that it's understood that there's a yod in here. Right? It's layim, Yerushalayim. And the yod is just not written, probably because the older pronunciation was Yerushalem. Yerushalem became Yerushalayim, and they never went back and inserted yods into the word. So it's they just assume that you'll read it correctly. All right, verse 2. Let's see the order of things. I'm at the top. Jonathan's after me. Let's just go straight down the line, if you don't mind. I'm going to turn off the comments on stage just because it gets in the way, I think.
Okay. ויהי לעת הערב ויקום דוד מעל משכבו ויתהלך על גג בית המלך וירא אישה רוחצת מעל הגג ואישה טובת מראה מאוד. Yes. So evening came, the time of evening came, and David got up from upon his bed or couch or whatever, and he walked back and forth upon the roof of the house of the king. I guess that's his own house. And he saw a woman bathing upon the roof. And the woman was very beautiful.
Yeah, it was good of appearance.
Good of appearance, very. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so the story of Joseph. Remember, Joseph was also one of these pretty boys. So Bathsheba was a pretty girl. And Joseph was a pretty boy. The way that he's expressed is Yefei To'ar. Yefei To'ar. Right? V'tov mareh. Tov mareh. So, Tovat mareh, she is good of appearance. That's nice. So all of his generals in the army went off to war, and he's just laying down on his couch at home.
And he sees
That's
a
not very
woman.
responsible.
I like to think of front porch sitting. He just front porch sitting.
Yeah.
Watching the rain, saying, we needed this.
The spring rain, the early and latter rains, yeah. Good. He went up
Thank you to the woman
from his royal sitting chair. I don't know how mishkav, I would take it as normally like a bed or a couch. It's something you can lay down on. But very cool. Okay. What would we call it today? So mishkav. Mishkav is not really a word that we use for a place where you lay down. Bed is mitah. It's also in the Bible. Mitah. And the couch, we just call it sapa. Sofa.
Legacy Standard
Sofa.
Bible has bed.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because it's from laying down, Ishkab. All right, who is next? Jacob.
וישלח דוד וידרוש לאישה ויאמר הלא זאת בתשבע בת אליעם אשת אוריה החיתי.
He's got the classical pronunciation.
He's got. All right, what's it mean?
That would be then. And David sent. Guess it's implied that he's sending his servants to search for the woman, or like to inquire of her. And they're like, "Hey, isn't that Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam, the woman of Uriah the Hittite?"
Yeah, and woman.
Yeah, wife, woman. Yeah,
I assume it means his wife. It's
I'm
not
aware.
Eliam, but Eliam. Eliam, like it's.
Yeah.
One thing you don't have in your classical pronunciation is the ayin.
That one is tricky. I try, but I fail.
Okay, I'm learning Arabic now, and it's essential. Eliam. Yeah, very cool. Good. So once somebody told David, "Hey, isn't that this dude's wife?" Shouldn't David have just said, "Oh, somebody's wife"? All right, well, cool. I will leave her alone.
No, because he's a
That's what
king.
he
He can take what
should
he
have
wants.
said. Yeah, no. And the question was
Yeah.
should have. That's what he should have said. Yes.
This is called advanced taxation.
We're assuming that David was a man of morals.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not would imply what would likely have happened, right? That should means what he should have done, what would have been the right thing to do. So whether
Right.
Well,
his character as an
Jonathan's-
individual does not matter.
I am suggesting
Jonathan-
that he is not a very moral man. This
I
king.
know, but that was not the question that Jason asked.
that's what I was going to say about Jonathan, that he studied at Hebrew Union, and they convinced him that David's a scoundrel. I think.
I think that's a fair assessment. Like David kind of continues
No,
David
I
kind of
don't
continues
disagree.
not being the best
Guys,
boy.
you're gonna get me
Look, I
fired.
don't disagree. I'm just saying that the question was, what should he have done? What would have been should implies
It
the right
depends if
thing
you
to
have
do.
morals.
No, the right thing is the right thing. No, the right thing is the right thing. It doesn't matter whether you have
I
the
think
morals or
we're
not. It's
missing
still the
it. It's
same
just
thing to
advanced
do.
taxation.
That's true. That's true.
What
That's
is
true.
what
I
is advanced
concede.
taxation?
I can.
David's like, I'm taking like taxes from like you're paying me to be king, and this is my
Oh,
new advanced taxation. I'm just
taxation.
I like.
It's prima nocta, but it's some other night, not the first night. You're already married and your husband's at war, and I can just do it whenever I want because I'm the king. Yeah. Donovan, you there? You want to read verse 4?
Anipo. Okay. And Taguva, by the way. Derek Agav. And Taguva.
No, you say I've got nothing to say. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Vayish lach David Malachim Vayikacherha.
Mhm.
Okay. Vatavo Elav Vayish. I always get that mixed up. Vayish Kav Ima
Mhm.
Vehi Mitkadeshet Mitumata
Yeah, me too. My
Batashav
time.
El Shov. Oh, okay. English Musag. Colton's trying to teach me all that. Vatashov El Beta.
Yeah.
All right. So
What's going on there?
David. Oh, Well, they would send messengers. Is that what I'm
Yeah.
doing, or what? Okay, they would
Mhm.
send messengers and brought somebody brought something.
Wow,
They brought
it's kind of rough. He
they
took her.
he took her. Okay, like
Yeah.
okay. I'm
ויקח
thinking
אותה, ויקחיה.
uh-huh. I'm
Mhm.
thinking of Tavo. Like so he took her and
Mhm.
brought her
And she
to
came.
she came. Okay, she came. Conjugations. She came to him and
Mhm.
I guess I don't know what is this. Slept or sat with him? I have no idea. Laid with him.
Yeah,
He laid
Lishkav.
with her.
This is
He laid
Lishkav.
with
Yeah.
her,
He lay with
and
her.
she.
Normally, to lay with someone means to sleep with them. That's the
No,
idea. He slept with her.
kama maftia. Yan yan.
Yeah.
All right. Meet kadesh. I don't know what that is. It's like kadosh almost, but I don't know what it
Yes.
means.
Lit Kadesh is to be made holy. She's being made holy from her tum'ah.
I
What's
had no
tum'ah?
idea. And then she was like,
Impurity.
okay. Oh,
Tum'ah.
because she was bathing. She was in the mikvah. Okay, I think.
Yes, very
I don't
nice.
know if the rooftop bathing is the mikvah, but
That's what we
but
thought it
she-
was.
but
For what
she
it's
had just finished her period and had gone through the rituals of sanctification. So
Uh-huh.
yes, but it doesn't mean that the bathing on the roof right then was the mikvah. It couldn't have been according to Jewish law if that's applicable at the time, because a mikvah has to be flowing water. The water has to be flowing, and you can't get that on the rooftop.
interesting.
Well, he was a king. Maybe they had expensive plumbing or something. Okay, and she returned to her house, or somebody returned. Okay,
She returned to her house.
cool.
Good. Notice this Vaishlach David Malachim. This is explicit. This is explicit that he sent messengers. We could get rid of the word Malachim and just say Vaishlach David Vaikachea. And that means the same thing, because anytime it says that he sent and he said, or he sent and he took, he sent and he sought, whatever, all of those things, when it says he sent, it always means he sent messengers. And normally that's just implied, but here it's explicit, so that's really nice. Very cool.
I'm
Next.
just now
Oh.
reading and catching up on the chat and laughing to myself. There you go. Colton's turn.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. ויתחר האישה ותשלח ותגד לדוד ותאמר הרע אנוכי. And the woman became pregnant, and she sent and she told to David.
What did she send?
And she
You're
met
right.
the
But
messengers.
what did she send? She sent
yeah.
messengers. You
Yeah.
see, she sent and she said. It doesn't really. It means she sent
Yeah.
messengers.
Yeah.
Told them.
And she told to David, and she said, I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Hara
Anochi.
Archival
Great.
Blob has a question in the chat. You can just ask aren't you here? You can just ask the question, but
I don't want to interrupt people who are talking.
Yes, she was on the roof also. David has the higher roof because he's the king, but he looked down from his roof and he saw her on her roof. At least that's the way we read it just a second ago. Let's back up. We're on verse 5. This was verse 2? Because this is where it says it. Vayar, he saw, Isha rochetzet me'al hagag. He saw a woman washing on top of the roof. So that's Vai. Do you agree?
yes, if you're asking me.
Or maybe we could read it differently.
Yeah, I guess that's
he
where
saw-
like if it could be read that he saw her from the roof. Like
He saw from upon the roof a woman washing. I don't know. You might be right.
Interesting.
Yeah, he saw from upon the roof a woman washing. It could be. What do the translations say? I don't have an English translation in front of me. Let's see, verse 2. I'll pull it up. Yeah. Okay.
NASB
In
2020 has
RSV,
that
he
he
saw
was
from the
roof.
roof a woman bathing.
So it doesn't have to
Okay.
be a roof. She doesn't have to be on the roof.
My
He could
apologies. That's
see.
how I read it. I read it the Me'alagag referring to her rather.
Well, that's how the Cohen song goes. So,
Yeah.
saw her bathing on the roof.
Yeah, and like this kind of like interpretation space is cool. Like little pieces of ambiguity is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's why I went into
ambiguity
biblical
is
studies.
everywhere. This is why we study Hebrew, not Greek, because Greek is too precise, and Hebrew is more fun. Okay, so Colton told us that he's pregnant. So verse 6 is back to me. Yes. So verse 6 says, Vaishlach David, what did he send? He sent messengers. Vaishlach David El Yoab. And we're missing a word. Don't you feel that? We could say there, Lemor,
Yes.
Lemor,
And that's what
saying, or we can say there, Vayomer.
Oh, Qumran has shelakach
Huh?
instead of shalach. It has shelacha.
Shalcha.
Look at the footnote on on
This is
shalach
verse 6.
on verse 6.
Shlach. Sholcha.
Shlacha.
Sholcha. It's another imperative. It's just long form imperative.
Yeah, but that would take. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
So shlach elai. So we're missing a speech thing. David sent to Joab saying, and he said, Shlach elai et Uriah Hitti.
What would my professor say? Bad writing.
Yeah, you say lots of things about this. Vaishlach Yoav et Uriah David. Okay, so David said, send him to me, and Joab sent Uriah to David. I like to say Uriah and not Uriah because I actually have a friend called Uriah who works with me at the hotel, and he's from Missouri. He's from St. Louis. I'm from Joplin area.
Is
So
he
we're both
actually
from
named
Missouri.
Uriah?
Yeah, that's his real
Does
name.
his family call him Uriah?
Yeah, everybody calls him Uriah.
No, but I mean like his Missouri family. Uriah.
Normally, your family calls you by your name.
You know what I mean.
All right,
Has his name
Jonathan.
been Hebraized? Is what I'm wondering. Or
It is
he
Hebrew because he is a Hebrew of Hebrews,
Okay,
like Paul
cool.
the Apostle.
Okay.
This is one of those fun things. The Hittite who has the Joistic name in the story.
What? The Hittite.
Sorry, I was thinking like Uriah.
The Yahwistic
Uriah.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yahwistic
that God is my
name.
light. That's nice. God
Yeah.
is my light, Uriah.
Yeah. So like the Hittite is the one with the Yahwistic name, and we just have Dawid.
I wonder if the Hittim had Yahweh as one of their deities.
Oh, that is interesting, isn't it? I never thought about that before.
Like if I
They could have
recall in
named him
general, Yahwistic
Oitzedek.
names come in a bit later in the king line, like after Shlomo or so.
Yeah. Maybe Uri Tzedek, Uri Va'al. There we go, Uri Va'al. Go ahead. Who's next, Jonathan?
Mine. Are we on 5 now? No, 6.
Sheva.
No, 7.
Sheva.
Vayavo Uriah elav. Vayish'al David lishlom Yoav v'lishlom ha'am v'lishlom hamilchama. Rather, sorry. So Uriah came to him, and he inquired of David about the peace of Shlom Yoav, the peace of Joab, and the peace of the people, and the peace of the battle.
There's not normally a piece of war, right? It's probably the
Right,
how
the
it's
well-being.
going, the
How's
well-being.
it going? Well-being.
Yeah.
As well-being as battle can go.
Yeah, and as peaceful as war can be.
Hmm.
It's Doublespeak, 1984 by George Orwell.
Oh, wow, anachronisms.
War is peace. John, hello. Welcome.
And hi, I was here from the beginning, and but I didn't figure out how to join in, and then I figured out midway. So here I am. But I've been following the conversation.
Here I am. Welcome. How do you say "here I am" in Hebrew?
Hineni.
Hineni. Good, good. All right, verse 8.
How
we're
do you
gonna
say
kinda keep
rock you like a hurricane in Hebrew? That's what that was, right?
Yes.
We're going to keep going down the line. Number 8 is, it's James, right? No, Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
Sorry.
You got the wrong
James and
language,
Jacob.
Jason.
It's the same name, James and Jacob.
Yeah. ויאמר דוד לאוריה, רד לבתך ורחץ רגליך, ויצא אוריה מבית המלך, ותצא אחריו משאת המלך.
Okay. What's it mean?
Let's see, some words, some notes. So David said to Uriah, "Go down to your house and wash your feet." And Uriah went out to his house and went out from the house of the king. And after him, there's this like the misat that I haven't parsed.
It's like a
The
tribute.
misat went after the misat of the king went after him. It's
Apparently, Mas'ah is from, or Masat is a tribute or a gift.
Yeah. So yeah,
Not sure what it means though.
David's trying
Maybe
to
it
smooth
was-
things over. It's like, go to your house. Here's some good stuff.
Yeah.
It's the noun from Nasa, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
the
like
parsing
yeah.
suggests, yeah.
Like you also have. Sorry, I'm just thinking of like the Nasa and its derivatives, like the Se'ith in the story of Cain and Abel. Like Nasa does a lot of things.
I can give you a less spiritual one. Masa'it. Masa'it is a truck in modern Hebrew because it carries things. Masa'it. Good. When we first read this earlier, Jonathan was thinking that maybe Rechatz Raglecha is a euphemism. Wash your feet maybe is a euphemism for do things that you do at home with your wife.
Wet your whistle a little bit.
Wash your feet. Because we know that feet is often used as a euphemism for genitalia. So it could be. Verse
I could
9.
say something very
are,
vulgar, but this is YouTube, so.
yeah, let's
Keep
avoid
meaning
that.
to Ruth on the
I am
phone.
euphemistic enough to pass by the YouTube censors.
Yeah.
That one sent
John-
me like
John was going to relate that to the book of Ruth because it does, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, her
In the book
covering
of
his
Ruth
feet.
where she exactly covered his feet. Also, Isaiah chapter 6, the Seraphim, one of them with one set of wings would cover their face, with another their feet, and with the other set they would fly. So the covering of their feet is probably the covering of their private areas. And in Jewish tradition, instead of using, Colton and I talked about this last week, but instead of using a word that actually meant urine, which in modern Hebrew is sheten, and apparently there was a biblical word, or an old word in Hebrew, archaic word, shain, that meant urine. Instead of saying that, they would say the water of the feet, me raglaim. That's how they would say, and it's not, obviously the water is not coming out of the feet, it's coming out of the private areas. So raglaim, feet, is very frequently in Hebrew a euphemism for private areas. All right, so verse 9, we are with Donovan, if you don't mind.
Vaishkav Uriah Petach.
Uriah.
Uriah. Uriah. I'm so used to Uriah. Okay. Uriah. Petach. Beit Hamelech et Kol Avdei Adonai. Sorry, Adonav. Velo Yarad El Beito. What beautiful language.
Yeah, that's very modern Hebrew, isn't it? Lo yarad el beito. It's modern Hebrew for every way.
So,
Vayishkav Uriah petach beit hamelech et kol avdei Adonav. Okay, what's that mean?
sure. Is this is laying again? Some type of laying, or
Yeah.
yeah. So and
Uriah lay
and
down.
and Uriah laid. What's open? Something opened. Something's open.
Yeah. A petach is an opening or an entrance.
Oh, he laid at the entrance
Mm-hmm.
of the house of the king, or the king's
Yep.
house, and all the
So
servants
et
of him.
isn't and isn't and is or et is aim.
Trick out of marker.
Aim.
Yeah,
Oh,
the with
Eam.
eth.
Mhm.
Oh, another word for Eam. All right.
Mhm.
So and with all of his servants.
With all the servants of his
Of his lord. I have no idea.
kind of is master.
Master.
What's the difference between his lord and his master? His lord could refer to anybody. Like this would be I don't know. So it's you could refer to anybody like this. Like I meet you in the street and I say Shalom Adoni.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my lord. And it's not. It means sir. And you can call anyone Adoncha. But if you call someone Adonai or Adonav, it's master. It's the one who has power over you, as opposed to somebody else. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. And didn't go down to his house. Is that where I'm going?
Didn't go down to his
Okay.
house. Good. Just as to support my Adonai as my master, this is also with Joseph when he was in the possession of Potiphar. Potiphar was called Adonav Hamitzri, his master, the Egyptian. Adonav, not Adono, because he had power of life and death over him.
So who's the master? David's the master. Who? I'm
In
confused.
this case, like ultimately, David is the master because David's the king. But because he is under the power of Yoav, and Yoav is the commander of the army, and Yoav can decide what happens with him, then Yoav is also his master. So when he's laying at the entrance to the king's house with the servants of his master, it means in that case Yoav, because Yoav is his commander. Yeah.
Magnificent.
Colton, verse 10. Oh, we got lots of comments going on. Let's see, was not sure of a roof note. Those beetle. Yep. Okay. I don't know what all those emojis mean because I'm not good with symbolic language. Archival bug Jacob has a long message. Et with becomes different to object marker et. This is normally the case. Ito versus oto, but sometimes it's pointed the opposite. I don't know why, but that is generally in modern Hebrew for certain, and in the Bible, like 92% of the time, that is the case. But sometimes they're confused. Kind of like el and al. We say al is on top or against, like on, and el is unto. Don't highlight that. There's no reason to highlight that, Jonathan.
I didn't mean to highlight it.
Okay, I was like, we don't need that. El and al, but we see in some of the authors that el and al are confused, probably because in Aramaic they were confused. But.
Well, I'm familiar with ito and et and all that, but I've never seen en on its own to mean with. I guess that's a biblical thing.
Yeah. Okay, verse 10, Colton. And then, John, you're right after. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. You're just at the bottom of the list. It's like joining the set.
ויגידו לדוד לאמור, לא ירד אוריה אל ביתו. ויאמר דוד אל אוריה, הלא מדרך הטבע, מדוע לא ירדת אל ביתך? And they told David, saying, again, probably messengers, Uriah did not go down to his house. And David said to Uriah, did you not come from a way?
So are you not coming from a journey?
Yeah.
Aren't you tired?
Why did you not go down to your house?
Yeah, because if he went down to his house and had his way with his wife, then maybe the pregnancy could be blamed on him and not on David.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. Verse 11. John, so you got a big long one. Jonathan, keep your comments.
We're on YouTube.
You're muted. John, you're
Oh
muted.
yeah, I'm sorry. I muted you in the beginning because you had some loud noise, but I think then I unmuted you and you muted yourself.
All right, sorry about that.
There you
Vayomer Uriah el David ha'aron vayisrael vi Yehuda yoshevim basuchot vadoni Yoav va'avdei Adoni al pnei hasada honim
Al Pnei Sadeh.
yes, I'm sorry. Hasadeh honim va'ani avo el beitil lechal excuse me, velish tot velish chav im ishti
Lishkav. Lishkav im ishti.
chav
So
im
he's been explicit, right?
right, to lie with my wife. All right. Chayecha v'hei nafshecha im ese. All right. Et hadavar hazeh. God forbid. And Uriah said to David, Ha'aron, Yisrael, Aaron. Is that like the ark?
Ark? The ark, like the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah.
Right. The ark and Israel and Judah.
Yoshevim basukot.
They are saying in tents, and my Lord.
Sukkot is a place name.
Sukkot okay. And my Lord Yoah, are staying in Sukkot, and my Lord Yoav and the servants of my Lord are before the field or in the field, something like that.
We want to take that first. So my Lord Yoav and the servants of my Lord are chonim al pnei hasadeh.
I don't know chonim.
Lachanot, to make camp.
Oh,
they're encamped.
Are encamped in the field, and
like on the surface of the field means on the field, like.
All right.
The ground.
And I myself come to and this is kind of like a God forbid I should, right?
Yeah.
And should I come to my house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife? Chayecha. Is that like?
So this is introducing by your life. He's saying to the king, by your life.
by your life and the life of your soul
Yeah,
if I should do this thing.
yeah. And if means in this, when you're making an oath, it means not. I will not.
Okay.
I will not do this thing. Remember that the thing that's missing is may God punish me severely. May God do really bad things to me if I do this thing. So what's missing right there is the imprecation, the calling down of punishment and bad fortune if this happens. And so what that means is I will not. That's a general rendering of an oath formula. By your life, I will not do that. Yeah. Jonathan has to leave. Oh, Jonathan left. Okay. Colton, lovely. I just love that you're a moderator. That's fun stuff. All right, number 12. This is back to myself. ויאמר דוד אל אוריה, שב בזה גם היום ומחר. לא. שב בזה גם היום ומחר אשלחך. I will send you away. וישב אוריה בירושלים ביום ההוא וממחרת, I don't know why that is, but David said to Uriah, sit in this, means stay here. Shiv bezeh, stay here. Also today. And tomorrow I'll send you out. I'll send you away. And Uriah stayed in Jerusalem that day and from the next day. I don't know why it says and from the next day. That seems weird. What's it say in the translation? Does anybody have something open? Let's check that. And from the next day. What verse is this?
12.
They take Umi Mochorat as connected to the next verse. That's the NRSV. And the next day, David invited him to eat. Blah, blah, blah. So NRSV suggests ending the verse right there. And Uriah stayed in Jerusalem on that day. And the next word, and from the next day, David called to him. David summoned him. So maybe that's how we should understand it. I don't know. Jacob.
ويقرأ له داوود ويخل لفناو ويشكره ويتسى بعرب לשכב במשכבו עם עבדי אדוניו ואל ביתו לא ירד. Sorry for somewhat misreading there, but so David called to him, and he ate before him, ate before the king, and drank. And he drank. He had some good alcohol.
But this one is specifically that David is the subject, Yishaker, and Ehu is Oto. Vayishakerehu, he made him drunk.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he made him drunk. Got him drunk.
Yeah, you got to really push that alcohol on people. It's very important.
Yes.
And he went out in the evening to lie down at the place of lying, or like in his bed, together with the servants of his Lord out on the field, and he did not go down to his house.
Yeah. Good. Notice that l'shaker, there's l'shaker, which means to lie. Yeah. This is to lie, like you lie to somebody. And then there's l'shaker with kaf. That means, I'm trying to put a daggesh in that, but it got really fat. L'shaker means to make drunk, to get drunk.
Yeah, they also have like the I think, is it shechar for like intoxicating, like alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brilliant. And if somebody is drunk, you call them shikol. Shikol.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if something is intoxicating, then it's mishaker. Mishaker. 14. We are back to Donovan.
Okay.
You're going to have fun with this one because of this word right there.
Oh, okay. Bring it on. Vayahi ba boker va yichtov. Is that a tov? Yeah, that's a tov. Okay. David Sefer El Yoav
Mm-hmm.
va Yishlach Beyad Uriah. Okay, now what am I supposed to be having fun with?
Because of this word, it's kind of weird.
Oh. Okay. So Vayahi is like, and it came to pass, right? Is that what I'm doing? That more in the morning.
Generally.
In the
So
morning.
if you have Vayhi Vabokir, it's just setting a time. And then Vayichtov is the main verb. So you could just leave Vayihi out of your translation and just say, in the morning, David wrote. That's
right.
a more colloquial way to render it.
All right. Well, we know he didn't write a book, right? So what did he write? He wrote
Right.
a scroll? I don't know. What am I doing? What are we doing? Safer as a book to my
Yeah.
modern Hebrew brain. Okay.
It reads to us that David wrote a book. He wrote a book to Joab. To Joab.
Oh, okay.
Vayishlach biyad Uriah.
Okay. So he wrote a book to Joab or a scroll and sent it right away, or sent it in the hand of Uriah.
Yeah.
I gave it to
So
Uriah, right?
obviously it can't be a book. So it has to be something else. It's probably a note.
I said scroll. It could be a tiny
Yeah.
scroll.
It's going to be a small scroll that he can like take by hand, and it'll be sealed so that Uriah will not read it. He doesn't know what's written on it, and he gives it to Yoav.
So kind of like a letter.
Yeah.
That day's version of a letter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This chapter this will get us a little bit over halfway, so we'll be able to finish this next week for sure. Okay.
By the way, I
So-
read after Jacob, but every time Jacob reads, I feel like I'm competing with Shakespeare. My goodness.
Colton, do you mind if we let John have the last verse? Because
I was going
stabbed
to
it.
say, I was going to say as much myself. So,
All right, John, if you don't mind taking
That's
verse
very gracious
15.
of you all. Thank you. Vayechotov basefer lemor havo et Uriah.
So that's what's that vowel?
Havu. Thank you very much. Havu. Excuse me. Et Horia el mul pnei ha milchama ha hazaka. Hazaka. Right, there's the accent. Vishavtem ma'acharav v'nicha v'mika vamet. Ooh, okay. And in the note, in the letter, in the scroll, he wrote, saying, make Horiah go, right?
So what is this? The verb is hava normally, right?
Oh,
Hava.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a hifil for bow.
This is a verb that means to give. This is the old form of the word give, and it is in Aramaic like yahav, right? Is that right? Yahav. Hav is the root for giving, and for some reason it's used in expressions like hava nagila, let us rejoice. Hava nirda, let us go down. Hava is used for let us. But in this case, havu et Uriah, we should read this as ten or tnu. Tnu.
Give him.
Tnu et Uriah el mul penei milchama. What is tnu? It also means give, but it also means put.
Place.
Put or
Alright.
place. So put Uriah. Yeah, that's how we should read it.
Light verbs. Just throwing it out there. Light verbs. That's why.
Place Uriah. I don't know what mul is.
Mul is opposite normally. So two
Opposite
opposite
the
the face
face of
of
the
the
battle.
war.
All right,
The
so
strong war.
like put him right into the battle, right at the front of the battle.
Right.
Okay. Of the battle, of the strong battle, Vishavtem.
So this is the enemy coming this way towards us.
Right.
And this is us coming toward the enemy.
You want,
And we want to put Uriah at the front of it.
right.
And then go back. All the army go back. Uriah is here. All the army, it says go back from behind him. So you were behind him, go back from behind him. That means he's left by himself. And this is Vikatal, and he will be struck in the Nifal. He will be struck,
And he will die.
and he will die. But the Vikatal here is used as a purpose. Pull back from behind him, that he be struck and die. It's intentional. Yeah. Wow. That is rough. That is rough. Can you
Only
imagine
he had
David?
gone home. You know what? If only he had gone home and slept with his wife, this whole thing would be unnecessary. So I blame
If
Uriah.
only David were not murderous in his intentions.
Well, you know, David, like Trump, said, if you're famous, they let you.
That's kind of true. Sadly. Sadly. All righty. Let's see if we have any comments that we should throw up real quick before we go. Oh, there's a lot to read. I don't know what all it is. Letter, yes, Marcelo. Sefer should be understood as letter. What's the normal word for letter in biblical Hebrew? Is there a word for letter? Igra. At least that's in Aramaic, and I think it's in Hebrew. Igra. So
right?
the Rambam wrote an Igeret to the Yemenite community. Igeret Rambam. I think it was Rambam. Yes, it was Rambam. Official Swedish Bible says Bibel 2000. Can't make heads or tails of it, so they will omit it. They just leave it out if they can't understand it. There's a line in Proverbs that's very hard to make sense of. That's then simply omitted from the translation. The famous "like a lion, my hands and my feet" is also simply omitted rather than trying to take a stab at making sense of it. Do they at least mark that the verse is missing? That's really a weird translational schema. Yeah, they're definitely a character limit. Sorry, I'm just trying to read through this quickly. Books like old, carrying books instead of notes. Figured out my camera's not working because apparently the video driver module isn't loaded. Might have to restart your entire computer. Rebuild your kernel. Oh, that's even worse. And if you're the king, they can't really say no, because especially you're the what do they call him? The commander-in-chief of the armies of Israel. Yeah. All right, folks, that is one half. It's a little more than a half of that chapter. So next week we will for sure finish up our story of David, and then we'll get into Pirkei Avot. I appreciate all you readers. Thanks for joining. You made this a lot of fun. I think we had a lot of laughs today. It was a really good time. So, all right, with that, we're going to say Toda Rabba L'Chulchem and give it a stop. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next hour. Bye-bye.